evening. Hope you're all well out there in the internet world. Mr. Playfair, hello, how are you? Hope all is well. Ooh, I'm going to be playing some M21. So, welcome along. You've not been along to the stream before. We've not been live for a while because, you know, got kids now and they take a lot of time up. So this is the Core Set 2021 Early Access Streamer event. I have to say thank you to Wizard of the Ghost for providing me with a free preview account, fully stocked with gems and cards and all sorts of different bits and bobs. That was completely free that they offered me for the sake of having a go around with the new cards, which was fun, so thank you to them. And now the disclaimer is out of the way, we can get to the game. There we go. As always, if you are watching, please do let me know vis-a-vis the sound levels, the quality. Hope all is well wherever you are in the world. So let's jump into it. So we're going to be playing, I've got 5 decks I would like to play with this evening. All standard based. The joys of having 2 screens. My webcam is here, my other screen is there. I need to look at my other screen. Copy to clipboard, wonderful. Right, so let's get into it and we can start. Oh, go away, Sparky. Unlock player modes, yes, shush. I do not want to listen to Sparky telling me how to play the game. That is not good. Oh god, look at all these decks from the previous events. It's not a delete all. Right, let's get rid of that, let's get rid of that. Sorry, it's too messy. I have to tidy, I have to sort. How is everyone this evening? So the first deck we are going to play is going to be a ramp based deck. It is going to be based off Golos and we're going to play some gates, with the idea being we get to Ugin, which is the main thing, so let's just import that. Here we go. So just craft those. Drop down the volume of that a bit. There we go. Yes, so if you've not seen a deck like this before, effectively this is a gates based deck, so we're playing lots and lots of guild gates. I'm not 100% sure whether we're playing enough. We have a wish board here for Fae of Wishes to kind of find the right card we need, including some ultimatums, some uncounterable stuff, some graveyard prevention. Our big end game is to get to Eugene here, who effectively we can get rid of our opponent's board most of the time in its entirety. Golos is great with Ugin as it's a colourless card, so we get to keep Golos. And the plan is to either ramp like hell and hard cast this for 8, Genesis Ultimatum, cast it for free, Golos, cast it for free. We've got Azusa, new card, well not a new card, a reprint for M21 to help us get there faster, as well as Boreal Grazer, Uro, so we can kind of get some life gain, put some lands down. Gates Ablaze and Guild Summit are our gate payoffs, help us draw, help us wipe the board if need be. And Securities Route, again, this is good because it puts your lands straight onto the battlefield, which is brilliant compared to like Cultivate, where you get 1 in your hand, 1 in your battlefield. Plus it gets gate cards rather than as well as basic lands, so it's much stronger. So we're essentially a 5 colour deck. Let's put some sleeves on because we're not mad here. We're not animals. Let's jump into some games. There are 3 spots left in the sideboard because I had no idea what to put in. So, as part of the early access event, all the matches are best of 1. rather than best of 3. We can do draft and sealed and things like that, however, we're going to stick to standard tonight, I think. Much more fun. So how is everyone out there? Hope you're all well. Enjoying the heat, or if you're in my case, maybe not so much. Don't do heat well. Much prefer to stay indoors in the shade. Here we go, we're getting into our first game. Let's try and cast some Ugins. So, decks planning on playing tonight. We have obviously this Gates based deck. I've got an Is It Prowess build that I want to try. We've got an Abzan Cats deck for any of you tribal fans out there. We've got some blue-black tempo, which looks interesting. Now Kite Self Reboot is back in the format. And we've got a big red deck because I like the big dragon. So do let me know in the chat if there's any in particular you want to see after we play a few games with this one. So this is a mulligan. Azuzu's great, but essentially 2 goallesses is not good. This, we don't want to have an error opening hand, we want to draw it. We're looking for, ideally, this. A Boreal Grazer, stick some lands down quickly, ramp into this, go get more lands, put goalless down. So I think we're safe to do this, and let's put, we'll probably put the Stomping Ground back, because we have these colours in the Guild Gate, when we want the gate. We are a 27 land deck, I can't remember, I think it's 26. So we're not playing super lots of land, but we're playing enough that we should draw them consistently. I'm great. Newcastle are winning, but the heat is not great. I also like staying in the shade, as do I. People who stay in the shade have the right mentality, but I'm glad Newcastle are winning for you. Hey, wife is in the house. Drop a cat in the chat for the wife. So once we don't get the value of Palace of Harmony here, we don't get the 3 life due to not having 2 gates. Actually, it's worth great because it's untapped. We can get Eero down. Hopefully we'll draw a land now. Oh well. If we draw a land, we can still Securities Route on curve. Red-blue spells are we riot. Right, we'll do red-blue next. Is it Prowess? We've got Riddle Form back in the house. So, Fiend Artisan from our opponent, so I'm suspecting this is some sort of self-mill, drop a lot of creatures in, maybe a birthing pod type thing with its ability, who knows. So, finally get the land we need. No attacks. A Boreal Grazer is fantastic against other creature decks, especially like mono red aggro and things, so it just blocks so well. Yeah, so self-mill, like we suspected, put as many creatures in the bin as you possibly can, pump this up, make a giant creature. It's great, it's a great idea. Do you know what? We're not going to block. We can afford to take 3. We've got Eero. We can get some life back. Right, let's just go get some ramp. So what we want now, Genesis Ultimatum is one of our big spells, so we want to make sure we have the right colours for that. So an Is It Guild Gate and a Simic Guild Gate seem pretty good, because this taps for any of these colours, so we can tap for sort of 4 colours at the minute. No attacks. Don't worry, wife, we will have the cats. 3 colour cats, cause why not? Alright, let's say it's Carrion Grub. Ah, it's one of the new cards. So, it's +X+O, where X is the greatest power among creature cards in your graveyard. Oh, that's good. And they dropped to a 3-1. That's not bad. That's pretty good, that. Right, so here we go. This is perfect chunk block here. So we can save 6 here. We'll take the 3. And now we can get goal loss down. Go look for some land. This is where I miss Field of the Dead. So we're going to get an Orzhov Guildgate, because the only colours we're missing are white and black, so we can activate goalless on the next turn. We're going to put the Grazer down for a nice blocker again. We'll just chump with the Fiend Artisan. Yeah, the ramp is real, and the 3 base power, it just helps you. So here's a great example. Last, I'm missing out on the ramp, which is not ideal. The fact that it blocks, and it has reach, and so many people forget that this little thing has reach, and they try and attack you with a flyer like a 2/2 with Thief of Sanity or something. I've been got by that before. It's almost as if this and Stonecoil Serpent having reach is just not able to kind of compute into my mind. So, easy enough, we're going to block here, and we will block the Glowspore Shaman, because it doesn't have any death triggers, and we'll be able to kind of trade here. Oh, that's quite good. Trample counter. That takes us to 2. We might be dead. We need Eugene. Eugene is what we need. So we are going to activate. Try and find Eugene. Come on, Eugene. Oh, Gates Ablaze. That might do it. So let's stick a gate down. We will blaze some gates. Oh, that didn't help at all. This thing has trample on it, doesn't it? Yeah, good game. Yeah, we've lost that. Miscounted the gates. We will try again. That trample counter thing, that's nice, that. Going to play at least 3 games with each deck, give them a good go. That is the plan. If we're enjoying something in particular, we might go a bit longer with it. I didn't even notice who I was playing then. Am I playing anybody famous? We're on Europe time, so you never know who we might bump into. However, a lot of people are not taking part in this because of the Twitch blackouts, so we're on YouTube. So again, not a great starting hand. We'd mulligan this. Perfect, so probably put Eugen back, and we'll just kind of go for the grazers. Mind you, we've not got any green, so that's pretty bad. We'll go to 5. We'll go to 5. If we had a green source, we'd stick with it. Okay, yeah, this is good. We'll keep this. And we'll probably put the Fey Wishes back. Plan being that we can go turn 1 grazer into a guild gate. Try and get guild summon going to help draw us back into the game. Yeah, we'll put Golos back. Do you think the counters are gimmicky? A little bit, but I don't know. It's nice to have the options, especially with the ones that let you pick what kind of counter you want. So do you want a lifelink counter, a death touch counter? It gives you some more versatility with sort of the creatures that you're playing, and makes you able to respond appropriately to the deck you're playing against. They're a bit gimmicky. I suppose the harder thing is counters on a digital platform like Arena are super simple because you can read what the counter is, but if you're playing in paper, I can see it being quite complicated with, you know, this dice means trample, this dice means lifelink, and such forth. It's not ideal. So it's interesting. I like the options that the counters give you, especially, like I say, the ones that let you choose. Hey, the first cultivator we've seen. Love it when we play Commander. So we're playing against Glorybringer. Don't know who that is. I think this is a Sultai ramp deck by the looks of it. Yeah, no, I can see that. I can absolutely see that in terms of sort of writing them off and thinking maybe just the odd one, because I don't think it's a super powerful mechanic that needs to be. It's not companion by a long stretch. But I don't know. The problem is we've still got, if you're talking standard base, you've still got sets like War of the Spark, and even the Ravnica sets. To be honest, they were very powerful and strong, mixed in with Eldraine, which had a lot of powerful things. So it's hard for something like Ikoria's, outside of companions, it's hard for Ikoria to really get going with what it's sort of able to contribute to standard. So until those sets rotate out, we might see the counters come more into it. I mean, it's saying like it's no different to, you know, when you think back to when we had Ixalan. Explore really wasn't that big of a deal in Standard. Nobody really played it. As soon as rotation hit, Explore was just everywhere. Wild Growth Walkers, you couldn't move for them. And it was a really powerful mechanic in that sense. Hey, we hit land number 4. Now, so the plan is here, we're going to go find a couple of guild gates. That way our gates ablaze will kill all of their lands. So what do we need? What do we need? Right, we definitely need... I think we're going to go for probably an Izzet and a... Do you know, if we go... Do you know, Simic should be alright. We can do all the others, can't we? Yeah, let's go for that. Draw 2 cards, value. Excellent. So we gates ablaze next turn. That's 1, 2, 3. Stick a Fae of Wishes down maybe just to kind of pressure the Nissa here. They've got so many lands though. I don't know how much difference it's actually going to make. If you have doubling season out and you get to put a first strike counter on a creature, does he get double strike? Oh, if only. That would be a beautiful thing, wouldn't it? But if you put a first strike counter on a creature and you've got Quende as a commander, gets double strike then. I know that. So, that's a lot of mana. Giant Typhoon. Oh, and Eugene. This is beautiful what they're doing here. Yeah, they've just managed to ramp a lot harder than we've been able to. Gates Ablaze is not going to kill this shark either. Unfortunately. Oh, actually, no, we could double Gates Ablaze. We could do that. Yeah, sure, let's do that. So we've not got anything else we can do. It's such a powerful card if you can get to it. So I had there when it comes to Standard. The last time I played it, Standard was Mono Blue Tempo with Tempest Gin. Yeah, that were a good deck. I enjoyed that deck. Ooh, still playable in Historic. Now, what do we do here? Do we Eugene? Eugene don't really do anything. The problem is because they will still keep their Ugin. They'll keep their Forest because this is not a green land. This is a colourless card still. We'd have to -6 to get rid of the Shark Typhoon and the Nissa, so we go to 1. Ugin would die. Temporarily, at least. We could do this. Go find a land. Hang on, how many lands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't think there's anything on our sideboard that we could go and get. Struggling. Well, we can cast Ugins. Let's go cast Ugins. Could just do a 3 damage to Nissa. That could be fun. Let's just do that. Imagine you saying that. I think we're dead. Oh. Love playing Standard when I forget what cards do. Such a good ultimate. 7, gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Silly. Silly ultimate. Let's play one more. I'm not 100% set on this particular build. Maybe we should play more lands. I miss Agent of Treachery. If you're in Historic and you put Field of the Dead in this deck, it's infinitely better straight away. Field of the Dead, great card. Never did anything wrong. Now that Agent of Treachery, while we're at that, should not have been banned. Perfectly fine card. It costs 7 to play. So we're playing the Janitor. That sounds fun. Right. Again, not ideal. Big spell, big spell. Don't really want either of these, so we're going to mulligan this. Sure, we'll keep this. We'll probably get rid of the Fae. And we'll just... if we draw another land, we'll go Azusa. If we don't, we'll go Uro. See what happens. Okay. Oh, this is fun. I wanted to play something like this. So this is the Selesnya, I assumed at least, if maybe Abzan. +1/+1 counters theme. So this is the new, if hardened scales type effect on a creature, which is really fun. I want to see this deck in action. I'm tempted to have a go with this myself, but there were some others I wanted to try. It looks fun. They drop a Stone Cold Servant now, it's just insane. Right, so we're going to go Uro next, I think. Yeah, if we could do this. We can't cast Uro. That was a silly thing to do. That was a silly thing to do. Forgot we couldn't tap for blue. Bad Magic player is bad. Oh, that's a good play. The silly elephant is back. So, what do we do? I don't really want to chump with this. I feel like I want to go and get something out of sideboard, but I don't know what yet. Let's just see how things play out. Azusa might be going on the chump block. Basri's Lieutenant. What do you do? Vigilance, protection from multicolour. When it enters the battlefield, put +1 counter on attack creature you control. Whenever Basri's Lieutenant or another creature you control dies, if you had a +1 counter on it, create a 2/2 white knight. That's fantastic. Right, I'm just going to try and save some life up here. Now then, 1, 2, 3, 4. Will not help us. We can go get 2 more gates. That will put us to 4 gates. Not enough to survive. Let's just do a row again. I think this one's pretty over. 7/7 locks it on. Gonna struggle getting past that anytime soon. Oh, what is Raptor? Is it finally your time to shine? Fabulous little card. Neolith. This is a good deck, to be fair. This is a very good deck. Right, I don't think the build's right for this. But you don't know unless you try. She'll play some prowess. Yeah, that Aquali's Raptor is a good card. I'm surprised it's not seen more play. However, that Conclave Mentor I think is definitely the missing piece for that deck. Let's sling some spells. We've got some styles. Let's put them in. So this is a red-blue instants and sorceries, mostly instants meta deck. So we have some really cheap cantrips in Opt, in Crash Through, Shock for some early removal, nice and cheap. Raking Claws, give our creatures double strike for our payoff creatures, which are Riddle Form. Really hard to remove enchantment. If you play with this in the previous standard during Amonkhet, you'll know it's a tricky thing to play against. Dorat, or the Sprite Dragon, gets very big very, very quickly. Brazen Borrower gives us tempo, but also gives us a nice evasive creature as well. Stormwing Entity, again, prowess, we can cast it for cheaper as well if we've cast it into our sorcery. So we play Opt, and then this costs it only costs 2 rather than 5. Enters, we get a scry, it has prowess as well, so it'll keep pumping it itself up. And then we've got some nice little bit of counter magic here. If we control the creature with flying, which we will, it means they have to pay 4. So Terramander, these are all creatures that are small but get very big very quickly. So we want to just kind of be churning through our decks, drawing cards, see how we get on. Let's see if red-blue is a little stronger than the old Eugene. So, World 1 live. Again, whoever you may be, good luck. So this seems like a perfect starting hand. We've got both colours all coming in untapped. We've got some early players. We've got Terramander, Riddle Form, we've got Shock, Opt. So in theory our plan is turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, cast some spells. We have a puppet for a pet. Forgot we played just him in the last one. Let's shock it in, you only live once. So hot, man. It's 8 o'clock and it's still hot. Proof of this deck. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I remember I tried to put a similar thing together in Pioneer with like Monastery Swiftspear and Insult to Injury, and that was fun. Rightio then. Alright, so let's draw a card. We'll trick a Riddle Form. Have Riddle Form become a 3/3 Sphinx? Yes. Oh, another Riddle Form. That could be fun. Yeah, let's keep that. So I'm going to put this in tapped because should they play a hasty creature, Shock and Riddle Form as a blocker, it's a nice little surprise. As long as your turn, Rada has first strike. You may look at the top card of your library, you may play lands. Oh, this is good, this is the new big elf lady. Yeah. This is a pretty good thing. Now, do we shock straight to face? I think we do. We're going to kind of get as many things in the graveyard for the Terramander adapt. So I'm going to do this now. Red green, probably not going to play anything that's worth sort of keeping the shock in hand. Probably at least 3 power, maybe 4. So if we play the other Riddle Form, turns Riddle Form into a Sphinx. Now that's 3, 4. If we give that double strike, that'd be 6, 7. I could cycle it. I don't know. Maybe we'll leave that because it's on a cast trigger, isn't it? Sure. We'll go to combat. Or do we just go aggro? Yeah, Insult to Injury is a fantastic card. It just wins out of nowhere. Absolutely wins out of nowhere. Do you know what? Let's just go for it. Run your ear once. So we'll give Riddle Form double strike. Down to 4. So we can find another instant or sorcery off the top. In theory, we've got lethal next turn. Sad Robot. Sad Robot is here to play, ladies and gents. I'm so glad this has got a reprint because I play Commander, and the fact that these were about £6 to £10 depending on where you got them from. Just insane. Right, so we'll scry land to the bottom. I forget about the upkeep scries on this, so I might do an upkeep scry next turn. We've got life to play with, so we can afford to attack here. Never forget, Riddle Form can scry. It's a good thing. Experimental Frenzy from our opponent. That's a bit of spicy tech. So all these cards in their hand are now useless. Let's do some scrying. Just want a spell. That's not a spell. Come on, give us an opt or a shock or something. Oh, perfect. Go to main. So we'll take action. We'll have both Riddle Forms. Don't care for another Terramander at this stage. That's quite cool, but I think this should be game over. Hey, who knew? Turns out cheap spells that draw cards are good to play in Magic. Who'd have thought? Adam, if you're there, I hope you're happy. Red Blue has got us our first victory this evening. Woohoo! Let's play another one, that was fun. If you are watching this and you're a free-to-play Magic Arena player, this is quite a good deck because it has very few in way of rares. It's mostly a mana base. Everything else is either common or uncommon, which is pretty good. Hello, VM Campos. Yep, great hand. Turn 1, turn 2, draw some cards. Hello, good sir. What did our Terramander ever do to you? Can't shock an enchantment. Ha! Joke's on you, opponent. Bolt Hound, what is this? Whenever it attacks, other creatures get +1/+0 until the end of turn. That's pretty good. Blue white. Red blue is the only way. Blue white is also acceptable. I'm more of a blue black kind of guy. What can I say? Talk to the wife though. The wife has blue white. She loves a bit of blue. Oh, bad arena. We will just transition back whilst I try and get arena to behave. Naughty arena. Just want to check, I'm still connected. If I'm going to drop something in the chat at any point, don't matter what it is. Ah, we are back on. Looks like it's put us back into the straight back into the game. Right, so where were we? Oh, it's cats and dogs again. Oh, this is fun. Now we could double block. Do we double block? Nah. I don't think we double block. Also like to live dangerously. It's raining cats and dogs, guys. So we're going to take some action. Good for you. It's the dodgy heroic intervention that I've ever seen. Don't think somebody understands what that card does. Might have also just been a misclick. Other cats you control get +1/+1 on protection with dogs. Whenever one or more cats you control deals combat damage to a player, destroy up to one target artifact or enchantment. What? Well, that is just cruel. No attacks. Oh, okay. Not quite sure what. Why not? Could have destroyed my widow forms. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's do that. We can cast that now. Yeah, that's good because it's got haste. I think my chat has gone down. If anyone's trying to write something in, it's not that I'm being ignorant. Just cannot see it. Is this lethal? 6. I block there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, this is lethal, isn't it? It's going to draw a shock. Can we draw a shock? No, we cannot. Yeah, it's lethal. We're dead. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you know what? Let's just throw it under the bus. We need a shock for something that gives something double strike. That's not good enough. That's not great either. Yeah, that doesn't do it, does it? GG's opponent, GG's. Right, let's try another one where we don't disconnect halfway through. Far too hot. Ah, my chat is back. Red, blues, yellow, it's sad times. It was sad times. Right. One more. Then we'll go play some cats of our own. Oh, that's cool. It's the Ugin avatar. I like that. This is not a keep. We had a blue mana, maybe. Yeah, sure, we'll keep this. Chuck back in the mountain. Boom, 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 boom. Perfect, because I want to shock that. It's the counters deck again. And seeing as that steamrolled us earlier. When it dies, you gain life equal to its power. What a silly card. Who invented that? That's great. That is so good. Right. Come on, little sprite dragon, you can do it. That's a nice little combo there. Lovely. Do that, shock this. Draw another card. It's just all good. Look at that. 4/4, bang. You can't be mad. You can't be mad at a turn like that. Nice. That's some good things. Put some counters on, give you more options to remove it, give it hexproof. We don't want a second Stormwing. Now, could go all in. I think I want to hold up a counter. But we'll still be on the aggressor. Yeah, because we don't want another proliferate. So this will pump our thing to 5, this will pump it to 6, double strike. Put him at 1. Close to lethal. However, we're pretty dead next turn ourselves. Oh, even better. So Target creature gains double strike. Come on, don't crash again. And then we do it again. Get a 7th counter. 7/7 double strike. And then we should have lethal. The great thing about Izzet decks where you play spells like that is they can just have those explosive turns like that. The draws have got to be on your side, but if they do, you can just sort of win out of nowhere. Our opponent was on 13, it's not exactly a low life total, but right draws, you can just sort of snatch a game out of absolutely nowhere. Oh, apologies if the streamer started buffering a bit. Seem to be struggling with some internet connections. If it drops off terribly for anyone, please let me know. Right, we're going to move on. That was a good deck. Prowess is the deck to beat so far, or a good deck. Now it's time to play some kitty cats. So, Amazon kitty cats, if you don't know what Amazon means, it's magic slang, oh, never mind server, for green, black and white. So it's a 3-colour deck. We are all cats. We play Kahira as a companion because why not? It's a fully cat deck. Charm Strafe, some lifelink, extra soldiers from the garrison cat, Leonin, exile some graveyard hate. Eliminate is one of the better removal spells that on Heartless Axe in standard, as is Mythos. Because we're in Amazon colours, this could really work for us. We have a bunch of other cats, get +1/+1 protection, more +1/+1 anthems, some mutate where we can create some cats with lifelink. Big finisher in the Throy, Apex of Death. Whenever this creature mutates, return a number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from your graveyard. As all our cats have quite low power and they all get pumped up, we can probably bring back most of our creatures in the event of a board wipe. Yeah, let's give it a go. It's 8:20. We've been streaming for nearly an hour. We're doing alright. Big hello to anyone who has just joined us at this stage. If you are not sure, you are watching the M21 Early Access Streamer event, and we were provided a free account by Wizards of the Coast. So thank you to them for inviting us and giving us access to all the new cards early. They come to Arena tomorrow. Hello, opponent. Right, I have no idea what's a good keep with this. We've got all our colours, sure. Let's just see what happens. So, no 1-drop, so we may as well put it in tapped. And then I think we will lead on. I think we'll lead on Bronze-Eyed Lion. Seems the strongest of the creatures we have. Ooh, we can eliminate that. Toss up between this and Heartless Act, I think, for the main board. I think maybe a 2-2 split depending on what the meta turns out to be. It does get rid of Planeswalkers. This card here, the Feline Sovereign, this is a perfect example of arena-based things. Oh, they're stealing my lion? Cheeky. You know, it's an Anthem, so it's perfectly main deckable, but has that added effect, which would you see on a sideboard card, and this is the modal style that Arena goes through to benefit best of one, I think. Alright. Let's just get a bit of that. Ooh. 4/4 for 2. Not bad. Chandra. This is a good card. This should have seen more play than it did. Now then, if we do that and we get the vigilance, it's pretty good. We could have gone face it. I just think, like, you see a planeswalker, you got a chance to get rid of it. Get rid of it. There we go. Even better now. We've got the Torbrand to deal with. Sure, let's use all the colours, why not? Well, that was strong. I enjoyed that deck. Let's play that again. I'd like cats to be a good thing in Standard again. I enjoyed cats last time and I'm on cat. This is making Mythic in particular enjoy cats in Amon Cat. Ask anybody who played against her. Top 8 of the PPTQ, you know. Sure, this looks okay. We can drop these both on turn 2 if we want to. Seems pretty good. I agree. That did seem good. This could be where the deck falls down though. If this is some sort of like mono green stompy deck. Oh, it's the counters one. This is popular. This is like the 3rd time we played this, isn't it? See, this is not bad as a chum blocker. You get some value out of it, or you get another creature. So we also don't mind chum blocking because we've got these mutate things that return. Oh, we needed a land. Desperately needed a land there. Didn't happen. Maybe it was a bad keep. Oh, I love this Ajani. I love that this has seen something. This is perfect for this deck. I completely forgot this existed. Look at that. That's an insane amount of power. That got trample. That's got trample. Yeah, we are totally dead. We have been asked to not concede games during this, if anyone's wondering why I'm still playing, because this is clearly game over. This is beautiful. Well, that was good. Oh, that counters he's good. Well, like I said, I was going to play it on the stream. I wanted to play the others, but we don't actually need to because we've seen how good it is by other people beating us. Play one more with the cats. Yeah, this seems good. 3 colours, 2 drop, 3 drop, some removal. Yep. Can't see any reason not to keep. Hello, opponent. Stroke beast. Oh, not this again. Is it the same? Is it tokens? This suggests it's a token build. Put a creature down. I'm not 100% sold on this inclusion. The graveyard trigger's nice, but it's when it dies, so I don't know if they're the better option. I think we can just safely say we're going to eliminate that next. Now I'm not going to attack because they're just going to throw this token in the way. We don't get any value. We're going to hold this up for next turn and get rid of that mentor. I think we just pass again. Probably kill this in response to some sort of big dobber creature coming down. Yeah, let's give it that. That was worth doing. Creature card, convert mana cost 3 or greater. We don't have any in our graveyard currently, so I think we play the Anthem and get a 4 power on the board. Decent blocker then. That was nice, enjoyed that. This is 7 to mutate. Death Touch and Lifelink could be good though, maybe we just play that. I think we do. A bit of a board stall in a minute. We could do is try some of our removal. Right, so let's block there. Block. I want to at least trade, so maybe get rid of that. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, that's loads. Jump there, we'll gain 6. Sure, that's exactly that. Still think we're dead? Not 100% sure. Yeah, we're dead. GG opponent. So we're going to move on. A couple more decks to fit in before we say night night. So we're going to move on to some blue-black tempo. So here's the plan with this deck, that we play things that are small, cheap threats such as Special Sailor, Fairy Miscreant, and then we have a load of counterplay. So this disrupts our opponent's hand, we have some removal and Heartless Acts, Quench, Negate, Mystical Dispute, all very good for countering things. Brazen Borrower bounces their best thing back to their hand, makes them play it again. Sea-Octopus is our card draw along with Opt. There's really not much else to it in that. The plan is we stick a threat, disrupt all their plan of attack, and we just kind of keep chipping away until lethal is found. Does this deck want castles? I think it does. I think I'm going to put 2 castles in for 2 islands. Get some scry going. Oh, blue black tempo. Let's see how this one does. Red blue still the best deck we've played so far, though the cat deck was very strong. Here we had a sustained length of play with that. We probably learned the play patterns of the creatures a bit better. Hey Rob, thanks for joining. How you doing? Oh, we're playing a legend, whoever they may be. So let's start with the game plan. Let's stick a threat. We don't know what our opponent's doing, so rather save the card draw for when we need it. Oh, this is good. Let's disrupt first, I think. See what's going on. What we're playing against. So, ooh, ramp. So it looks like a Simic ramp. I think we're going to take the Tamio though in this case. We've got a negate for the Karn things, or whatever the Karn goes and gets. Ram doesn't always play a lot of removal as well, which is important. Do you know what? I think I'm going to leave up the negate. I'm pretty happy with our threats at the minute. I don't think another one. That's better. That's a much better pickup. And then let's mutate this on. Now the reason why I'm going for the fairy rather than the freebooter is if they do get a piece of removal, which they could have, they are in black, they've got to make a choice. Do they want the Tamio back or do they want to stop us drawing cards? That's the plan anyway. Picked up a 4th land, very nice. So now we can neutralise, we can bounce, we can negate. We're in a good position here. This is what the deck wants to do. Opponent's got nothing going on. They're stuck on green and I know they want to play green. So I'm going to force them to have to use that Fabled Passage. Chip in for 2 more, draw a card. Hey, that's pretty good. Sure, we'll let that resolve this time. Well, did I not mutate? I thought I mutated that. Oh, misclick C. So, pretty happy not to have another land. We'll just chip in with the flyers once more. Should have mutated this onto this. I hate playing this kind of deck. Yeah, but if my experience is any deck that I go, oh, I like that, I think it's good, doesn't see any play. Let's opt. So he resolves. Blast zones are a good thing for him to go find because that can kind of take us off our game plan ever so slightly. Let's get some colours going. Worst case, we flash this in just as a 3/1 creature. Yeah, they are. Definitely countering Karn though. They've got enough mana now to just play something silly. Yeah. Love it if we manage to counter Eugene. So I'm going to play the bar out just as a 3/1 threat. I know they've got no flying blockers. I kind of want to pressurise to maybe end the game now. Oh, let's draw a card. Let's see what we get. Island. Send in the troops. I'm expecting this blast zone to go, which means we'd lose 1 power, which is not. It's not game ending for us, not at all. One, two, three, four, five. Let's just stick an island down. No need to shock anything in, no. Two cards in hand. Now they want this to die. They're trying to draw something, so I'm not blocking. Got more than enough life total. Let's try and close out the game. There we go. That was pretty good. Let's see if we can recreate it. The important thing about a deck like this is it completely folds to Teferi if anyone's playing it, if you're playing against that, so the flash play is very important. Cheers Rob, yeah, woo. Yeah, we won a game. What have we got going on here? Yeah, this is pretty good. Turn 2, turn 3, yeah. I'm wrong. Yeah, this is all pretty fine. Bit of disruption, we'll draw some cards. So what we're playing against blue, green. Oh, Joriel. Every draw your second card each turn. Create 2/2 green creature token. Nice. Nice, I like that. Let's have a look in the hand. Let's try and take some card draw from them. Ooh. Now they haven't got red. Do they draw red? Let's assume they don't. If they do, more power to them. Well, that's a pretty good draw. Now, freebooter again, take the Scions, counter the Brazen Borrower. I think we want to counter the Borrower. Ah, but if I freebooter, I can counter Borrower with that. I know how to play Magic. I don't forget what my cards do all the time. No blocks here, my friend. Oh yeah, and the Scions. Oh, what have I done? Ah. No. Bad Magic player is bad. Forgot to. I clicked the wrong thing again. If we lose this, it's my fault. It's not the deck's fault. The deck's alright. I'm just a bad player. Do we jump? We're probably never going to attack with it. Might as well get rid of the creatures. Right. Let's resume normal service. Oh, I can't. That's why it didn't let me do it. Oh, you're right. I can't mutate onto the freebooters. Mutate's non-human, isn't it? Well done, Rob. Clever man. If you draw a card, put +1/+1 counter on that. No, that seems like it's a good card. Do we cycle this? I don't think we do. I'm going to leave 5 because this plus this is just nice to have. Okay. Counter spell. We were right not to cycle, chat. Five viewers. Hey everyone. Getting kind of dizzy up here. Right, so I'm going to drop a couple of these down, try and draw a card. Oh, that's a good pickup. And then we can flash this on if we don't need to counter anything. Because now we can mutate. Does our ability give trample? No, it just creatures you control base power and toughness XX. Yeah, that's not too scary. I mean, I'm not going to block. What's up, Adam? Welcome back. Mutate. Let's draw some cards. So we've got a blocker. Oh, if this times me out of a game now, I'll be so upset. Bad arena. Naughty arena. Sorry, I've only just realised how dark it actually is in the webcam. I am sat in a very dark room though, because I've got the blind shut. Let me turn the lights on. And the Lord said, let there be light. Alright, we're back in the game. Yes, block. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, okay, they've got red now. Let's do some scrying. Could do some removal. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's take that. So let's chip in for some damage. Draw some cards. End the turn. Oh, I forgot to leave a block of it. Fudge. I'm tired, man. Good game. Good deck. Right, probably got about 10 more minutes of stream time, so I'm going to chuck on the final deck. Yeah, the plan was to bounce in response to an activation, and then I just misclicked all the way through it. So, my fault, not the deck's fault. Playing Arena in the heat doesn't help. So, final deck of the evening. So I want to go spend some time with Mrs. Making Mythic. She's been very nice and supportive. The least I can do is go say hello. So we're going to play a big red deck. So this is, it's mono red, but it's not mono red super duper aggro. Terror of the Peaks is just a beautiful dragon. Anything that costs life. We have Sarkhan as a way just to get another decent blocker down, and then a couple of attackers the next turn. This is the new Phoenix from Korea. Allows us to kind of return it from the graveyard fairly cheap. We've got some non-humans we can mutate onto as well in Bonecrusher Giant, Legion Warboss and the goblins it creates, Anox and the satyrs it creates, 7 dwarves. I'm not convinced on this. I don't know if there's better options or 7 other better cards, but it's a bigger deck, so at least this kind of keeps us going in that early game. 2/2 for 2 is not terrible. We've got some Night Removal and Scorching Dragonfire and Volcanic Salvo, and we should have some big power creatures, or at least lots of little power creatures that soon add up, so this is a fairly cheap spell. And Embercleave is just our finisher out of nowhere. So let's go and see if we've got any styles. Oh, look at that. We do, we have some styles. That's pretty cool. So let's go for a big red finish. Yeah, misclicked, Rob. What are you going to do? Don't hate the game, help the bad player. How's everyone's day been? Are we back at work or are we still in lockdown? Who are we playing? Oh, the Complete Commander. We're not playing no partial done commander, it's the Complete Commander. Is this a good hand? It looks good, sure. Hot day at work for me. Rob, you're working 3 days a week. It is a hot day. I sympathise with those of you that have to be out in the heat. Never good. I myself are still full-time working at home. Here's a question. Do you kill one of these or do you get a dwarf down? I think we get a dwarf down because I'm not fussed for them dying. This is the beauty of delay with chat. Obviously I appreciate you're kind of watching a few seconds behind. So I assume the no from Robert is in response to, is this a good hand to keep? 35 degrees in my car with aircon. Oof, God, that's sickening. If your car's still that hot with air conditioning on, not good. What did they just do? Target creature you control gets +X, then it fights up to one target creature you don't control. They're fighting my dwarves, man. They be fighting my dwarves. Sure, let's put another one down. Yeah, you're scared of the dwarves. Yeah. It's alright, we've got 3 lands. If we draw a 4th, maybe it was okay. What? This again? What is this nonsense? Right, now I'm sad, I want to kill something. I'm choosing to kill the snake because it's naturally got trample, whereas this doesn't get trample yet. Oh, we're supposed to be the aggro deck. What's going on here? Land number 4. Not land number 4. Alright, let's put the Bone Crusher into play. We hit 5 lands, we're going off. Just saying. Come on, no attacks. Oh, for God's sake. Who draws 3 of the same card in one game? Three mana Sarkhan. No, wasn't that M19? Yeah, I think 3 mana Sarkhan was in M19, so it's not in standard. In historic, however. That might be quite good. That might be something to look into. Definitely worth looking into in Pioneer with the other, is it Thunderbreak Regent, the red dragon from Karns, that does a similar thing to this one in terms of if it targets, it costs 3 life. That could be a deck. Maybe we take dragons down to F&M, throw in some Glory Bringers and just start going nuts. So this is the frustration. You play all these cool cards in Standard on Arena. I don't play Paper Standard anymore. So I get confused. Right. I'm going to go no. Let's mulligan. This seems better. Put the Phoenix away. Yes, plus there's a Goblin that reduces dragon cost from Tarkir. Oh yeah, there is, isn't there? Makes them 1 cheaper. Yeah, makes them 1 unit cheaper. What are we playing against? Is this, Yorion. Is this Yorion Mill? It is Yorion Mill. Oh, fun. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's right. Scared of the dwarves. Hi ho! We're winning! We did a thing, chat. Do 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 do. I love this card. This card's fantastic. Pioneer Mill. This Sphinx's Tutelage, Psychic Corrosion. Just all good, isn't it? Just all good. I think I want a Bone Crusher this turn. I'm not playing the War Boss. Can Ember Cleave next turn. Which might be pretty good. Ember Cleave and a Bone Crusher is not a bad shout. Now, can I? So I play the Legion. That's 3. It's be 2 mana. I won't have enough to Ember Cleave. So let's cleave the giant and see what happens. Alright, let's cleave the dwarf. Cleave ho. Really strong, we're down to 40 cards already. Ah, that's pretty good. This is a very underrated sweeper, I think. Standard anyway. What's nice is if they play an extinction event, obviously you pick odd or even, so if they have another one now, whichever one they pick will keep at least one creature. And we've got our districts to kind of power through. 35 cards, I mean they're giving it the old college try. It's about the does this have haste? No, but I could mutate, couldn't I? So let's do that. Let's mutate that onto the goblin. And then we will equip the cleave. It worked. We did a thing. Right, last game. Last game before we shut off for the evening. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having fun. I want to play with that dragon. Try and go out on a win here. It's been fun. Maybe I underestimated the 7 dwarves. Maybe they're not a bad option. 4, 2, 3. What are we playing against? Still the Yorion deck. Could work. Sure. Let's give it a go. I think if I had to say overall, I think the Is It deck and the Tempo deck probably be my favourites. Oh, wow, this is different. They are green. Team of Yorion. Are they these bloody elementals? Cheeky one, first blood. We're winning. That's right. I care not for your sad robot. I'm gonna exile it. You ain't gonna get to draw a card. Serves you right, fam. Well, the ramp is pretty real. And the turn. Can we kill them before they get to Eugene? Is this a 5-colour deck? It is a 5-colour deck. Yeah, this is Golos or something, isn't it? Alright, let's go straight to face. Getting crazy up in here. Two, three, four, five, six, 7. Here we go next turn. Oh, bye bye, War Boss. Nice knowing you. And that is an excellent blocker. So, 1, 2, 3. Attack. Let's see. Let's see. What do we do? What do we do? Do we attack? Let's attack. So the plan is we pump, deal the 2. Deal another 2. We got some giants next turn. What are we going to take back? Maybe take my war, but well, probably Fair Wishes to be fair. It's probably what's going to come back next turn. Again, my Bone Crusher. So Fair Wishes back from the grave. Elspeth Conquers Death. Silly card, which means it's really good. Almost as good as the Eldritch Reborn. Love that card. Can they go up? Yeah, they can. They've got 5. Ooh. Do we mutate or do we just end breath? I think we just end breath. Damn right, Big Red. Don't mutate. Yeah, I think this is the better line. Seven dwarves coming out, you boy. I think we mutate onto this next time. Get a flying threat going. Oh! Oh, that's painful. This is a sickening tempo player. Right. What's the line? Attacks are pretty much out because of this. So do we just try and get through? Maybe try and go wide. I'm attacking Teferi because I just want rid of the thing. I just make them bounce it. So if he minuses and bounces this, takes some loyalty down. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That really hurts. That is just game over for us, that one. Let's see what happens. Can't bounce us anymore. Do. So plan, assuming there's not another counter spell in this bucket load of cards they've already got. Mutate onto a dwarf, see off to fairy, fire everything else. Well, not everything else, we need to hold a block about. Oh. Oh. Killing blow. Killing blow. Well, that was different. Surely you +2 attack with the Crassus, that's lethal, right? Yeah, toying with us. We may still win. Or we may not still win. Oh, we have not won. Your parents not to. Oh, I just realised who we're playing. I forget this is a pro player, isn't it? Sure it is. I can't think of his name. I'm sure Waifu's in his name. From New Zealand? Well, that was fun while it lasted. Move to the cleanup step. So thank you everyone who has joined us this evening. That was really fun. I hope you got to enjoy see some of the decks we played and see some of the new cards from M21. Thank you once again to Wizards of the Coast for providing us with a free preview account, fully stocked, so we could really get into it and just start playing games. For me, the Tempo deck, the blue-black one, and the Izzet deck probably the best out of ones we played, but I think there's something to the cat deck. That was fun. Yeah, and the counters one that we played about 3 or 4 times, the Selesnya counters, that seems like it could be a real metagame player in Standard in the future. So yeah, be on the lookout for the next time we're messing about in Arena. You're welcome to join us. Thank you for taking part. Thanks for being in the chat. Whatever you get up to this evening, stay safe, have fun. Bye.